Hey guys, Great Scott Moments. And so I was kind of wanting to do a little training on this, is the 5 love languages. And if you haven't read that book, go ahead and read it because it'll really go into a lot of in-depth. Right now, I'm just going to show a little bit about what the gifts are, the languages are, and how you can identify them in other people. Okay? So let's go over the 5 love languages. One is words of affirmation, quality time, gifts, acts of service, and physical touch. So what are those? So like I look at my kids, and both of my kids, number one, they're quality time. They want mom or dad to spend as much time as possible with them, and otherwise they're not feeling loved. If they have to stay in their room, ooh, you know, I don't feel loved, everyone hates me, it just gets grueling. Now, for me personally, I don't have quality time as a love language, okay? I'm happy being alone, so it's very difficult for me to do that quality time. But I make sure that I do, because I want my kids to know how much I love them. Now, they also have physical touch as their love language. And it's very interesting that both of them have the same love language. I think it's remarkable, maybe not. But, you know, and that's why, you know, if I'm going to sit down and watch a movie, they both get on my lap or cuddle in, and we watch the movie together, okay, very closely. Some people can't handle that. Okay, they definitely do not have physical touch as a love language. For me, I love it because physical touch is my number 1 love language. And I'm like, you know, I just want to give everyone a hug. I want to tap them on the back and say, hey man, good job. So what about the other ones? Okay, so what are words of affirmation? Okay, words of affirmation are when you can speak into someone's life that will affirm them. It's like blessing their heart. Okay, someone goes, thank you very much, I love to hear that. You know, they probably have words of affirmation. And I'm going to turn that around on this one, is how do you know if someone's love language is words of affirmation? Because they're probably an encourager. Because, to be honest, how people know, how people respond, their 2 primary love languages, is how they show love. So if you have someone who's going to respond very well to love, to words, okay, to affirming words, hey, I love you, you're so beautiful tonight, and look at that dress, you just fill it out. I don't think there's any person that could make that dress look any better for you than you. You know, those words of affirmation are also how they're going to share. So those people are going to be very much encouraging people. Okay, they're going to go walking around the office or at the mall or whatever, and they're going to say, look at that, that's so beautiful. And boy, you did such a nice job with that. You know, you must be a great salesman. Or, you know, talking to their kids and telling them how much they appreciate their work and their efforts, and moving on. And, you know, like, wow. And when they say those words, you know it's from their heart and you get blessed. Especially if your love language is words of affirmation. But if someone's gifts and acts of service, they're like words, words, words. Okay, show me love by, you know, giving me something. You know, give me a gift. I want to watch. I want shoes. You know, I think all kids definitely start out with that little gifts, but it's, you know, it's just their material ways. And you can train them that gifts will be, you know, a pseudo love language, but it doesn't always work, as Gen X has found out, and sort of Gen Y. You know, just giving gifts instead of your love and your attention has not worked as a rule for being loved. But these are people that are requiring, you know, so it could be a letter. It could be a flower that you picked on the way home. It's just showing something that you thought of them. You got them a little token of your appreciation and your love, and you gave it to him. Now, on the same flip side, people that have the gift or the language of gifting are probably the ones that are buying you an extra cup of coffee or bringing you water from the cooler, you know, just to help make your day. They are probably, you know, I've got a child that wants to give me little gifts. You know, hey, here's a little picture I drew, and, you know, he's just showing me he loves me. I'm like, wow, this is so great. I love it. And then I you know, have words of affirmation, so I give him affirming words for him, and he's like, yeah, words. You know, if you really love me, give me something, you know? But, you know, there's interplay. And, you know, definitely if you're giving because you have the acts of the gift language, then you do feel good when you're appreciated for giving. But what's going to bless your heart is you receive something. And it's not like satanic or sinful to want to receive something, to want to have your heart blessed by some token, some measure of something. And if you ask people and you actually talk with them, they will give you ideas. They will tell you, yeah, I would really like this. So just like a person with acts of service, if you just did the dishes, that would bless them. They'd be like, oh, that is so awesome. If you vacuum the floor, if you know, give them the you know, place in front of you in line for the lunch cart. I don't know. Lots of ways acts of service can do. But it's also, you know, those people are the ones that are going to be serving you. They're doing things for you so that you can get better ahead in life. And so that is how they show love. But in their nature is that's how they want to receive love. So what happens when, let's say you've got a love language that doesn't correspond with, say, your spouse? Okay? If you have a spouse of physical touch, and you don't want to be touched, you don't touch me, I don't want to be touched, I don't want to cuddle, I don't want to do anything, you're starving your spouse. Okay? You're killing them. Everything that's within you is communicating, I don't love you. I don't even want you around. So that is what the love language is. And so you have to make an adjustment and say, maybe I can sit next to him in a movie. And maybe we can have a blanket over both of us, and, you know, we can rub shoulders or something, you know. What you're going to do is you're going to bless that other person. Whatever makes. Maybe you can just tap them on the shoulders and say, thank you. That is going to mean way more than your words, thank you. Just that little appreciative little tap on the shoulder. Okay? Say it's the other way. Someone's got physical touch and they want to be touched and but they need quality time. Your spouse needs quality time. That means, no, you go out and maybe you go to a restaurant and you sit on opposite chairs facing each other. And maybe if you've gotten comfortable with each other, maybe you can get close enough that you can be knee to knee or something. But what you want to do is you want to give them your time. And don't make it, okay, I'm going to read the newspaper and you tell me about your day. You know, that is not quality time. It's time, it's not quality time. So what you want to do is you want to be able to share, listen, I'm going to give you my full attention and I want to hear what's in your heart. What's in your heart? What are you doing? It might be something as simple as, if she's making dinner, you go join her. She needs some carrots chopped up. She'd be blessed if you just sat there and you cut up the carrots while she's, you know, prepping the meat or, you know, doing some other vegetables. You know, it's the relationship where the guy is a mechanic, but he's got quality time. And so he's sitting there at home and he's just always cranking away at and his girlfriend, sits in the front seat on the chair as he's working, just does her nails. You know, I could be in the house, but I'm going to be right here in the same presence. And just her presence there is blessing his socks. And he's going to be enjoying it. He's going to love that woman because she's just there as he's doing his mechanic stuff, fixing the car, changing oil, whatever it is. Maybe he's at, you know, some other place, and, you know, she says, well, I can either be here and do what I love, or I can accommodate him and be in the same place that he is and then do my stuff there. And just by being in the same room, in the same place, you're going to bless their heart. Because even if they just look over and they say, there they are. There they are. They love me. And then they can keep doing their stuff. And, you know, I just hear all these stories about back and forth of, you know, mix match love languages and the ways that you can accommodate them. And so, guys, you know, write a comment. What are your love languages? What are your 2 prime love languages? And then share how do you, what would make you feel great? What like event have you totally taken to heart and been like, this person was so great because they did this? And then the next people that will watch the video are going to be blessed because they hear from your experience what this all works. Okay? Talk to you guys later. Thank you. Bye-bye.